This match was released first for our members on YouTube and Patreon. Becoming a member is the only way to watch all Purpose Wrestling shows presented in full. Thank you to all these YouTube and Patreon members who help us bring Purpose Wrestling to you. To support Purpose Wrestling, become a member at purposewrestling.com/members. Link in the description. Purpose Wrestling, for the love of wrestling.
Hello and welcome to Purpose Wrestling Feel Good Inc. I'm Bobby Davies, joined by Michael Oku. How you doing, Michael?
I am doing amazing. I feel like I want to eat all the jambalaya in the world and watch some wrestling.
Well, I can't help with the jambalaya, but we got some wrestling. Oh, you brought your own. Okay, cool. Just turn them away from the mic when you're eating. But Safire Reed, we've got her in singles action for some time. Turning to our statistician, previously here she lost to Trew and Lacey in the team with Hyperactive. Yeah, Safire not been in too much singles action in Purpose for a while, focusing on the tag team division with Anita, Hyperactive. They've been doing very well, recently lost to Trew and Lacey, not letting that kind of deflate her. You know what Safire's like, you know too well what Safire's like. Took you to the limit for the Purpose Wrestling title.
100% Safire Reed, one of the most talented wrestlers in the entire country, that goes without saying. As a singles competitor, can get it done. Of course, wants to put more eggs in the Hyperactive basket, but it's not going to take away from the fact that she can get it done on her own.
Do you think the fact that Kaven, primarily here in Purpose, is a singles competitor, that might give him a little bit of an edge today? A little bit of thing, because the focus for Hyperactive has been tag team wrestling in Purpose.
I think the main thing that's going to give Will an edge is just that he's always angry all the time.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to talk to him backstage? It's horrible.
Well, that says enough, doesn't it? He's happy to be here as well, just like Safire.
I actually think this is a very interesting match. First time singles match. Spoke to Safire before this match. She's never had a match with Will Kaven before. First time going one-on-one. What I think is interesting is both of these guys prefer striking. Is their go-to offense has a lot of strikes, a lot of knee strikes specifically. I'm just interested to see how that's going to play out in this human chess match.
Something that Will Kaven is strong at is grinding the opponent down, wearing them out, and I mean, it's hard to not use the word ruthless when describing him, but that's what he does well. But if there's something that Safire does well, it's show that resilience, show that grit and determination she can bring. And we're about to find out.
We are underway. The bell for our first match has gone. One-on-one, Will Kaven, Safire Reed. And as you just said, Michael, this is almost that immovable force. What's the phrase? A resistible force. But not in terms of the size of the competitors here, but in terms of the style. Like you said, Will be ruthless. Will try to grind Safire down. Safire, however, will not be ground down, and they'll just bring in some technique.
And that's what I was going to say. Yeah, yes, Will have the strength advantage, but I dare say that Safire Reed, and this is a thing that I've known since she was nearly a baby, her technical wrestling is outstanding. So she can out-wrestle the best of them.
And this isn't usually Safire's go-to for a start of the match, but she realises possibly that the size of Will Kaven is gonna play into this a lot. So she's gonna attempt to bring him down to the mat, out-wrestle him.
And well, Will Kaven's trying to just out. Well, here we go. He's gonna actually increase the speed, but to his detriment, there's a huge chop by Safire Reed.
Oh, tripped over by Reed. Kaven falls to the mat, hip toss center of the ring. Reed holds the high ground. Kaven retreats to the outside.
We're going to be seeing a lot of that, and then that's what Safire needs to do. Use her technique to basically use Will's body against himself, and with the technique that she employs with the suplexes, with a wrecking ball drop kick like that, we may see Safire Reed take full control of this match.
Yeah. She stopped giving David Francisco credit for learning that from him now, but The less said about that, the better. Now, do you think with those oh, here we go, open hand, chest shot for Kaven. The fans firmly, I was going to say firmly behind Safire, but firmly against Will Kaven.
Yeah, well, they're going everywhere, and Will Kaven is indeed getting battered.
Everywhere he's going. Now, do you think with those slaps to the face that Will Kaven executed at the beginning of this match, was he trying to get in the head of Reed, or maybe trying to tick her off, or?
He might have been underestimating. Oh my goodness!
Kick. Sapphire going for that double springboard off top. We've seen her execute that tons of times. Now wrapping the knee in the top rope. This is that ruthless side you were talking about, Michael.
Just like that, in a split second, he completely took control. Oh no, oh no.
Double underhook suplex into that bottom turnbuckle.
All your own weight goes onto your neck. And Will Kaven, just like that, has complete
control. Shin across the face. Disrespect by Kaven.
Nearly a 3 there that just changed the mood completely. I thought that it was a mistake to slap Safire, but maybe that was the long game that Will Kaven was playing, because here he is now in full control.
Kaven sucked the entire energy out of this library with just a couple of big moves. The fans in Merton Art Space love Safire Reed so much, love Hyperactive so much. And they kind of hate Will Kaven that much that any Kaven offense is really taking the energy out of the room. You see Anita Vaughn playing manager for a tag team partner tonight, trying to get the fans behind Safire Reed.
Reed's going to need all of that help. She's going to need all that help from the fans, as well as Anita Vaughn, her tag partner. Oh, the snappiest suplex. You'll see.
Into the cover. Again, disrespect. The face on the jaw, the hand on the jaw.
It's a good way to keep the opponent down, to pin them down. Yeah, the disrespect is there, but it's also really good technique by Will Kaven, that cover.
You know this. The fan's really the 12th man in the corner of Safire Reed. You saw it against you in that title match. Give Safire an extra gear when the fans get behind her. Will trying to snub that out.
He just easily gets annoyed. That's the thing with Kaven. He gets easily annoyed, but that fuels him. That's what gets Will Kaven's success. Just his anger, his pissed offedness, dare I use a swear. That is what makes Will Kaven special, and I always would call Will Kaven probably one of the most underrated wrestlers in the country, for sure.
Apologies for the cut to a different hard count. We have a few technical difficulties we're trying to get fixed for the end of this match. Safire Reed reverses.
There we go.
There it is. There's that fire you were talking about. And Safire choosing to strike with her hands, changing up the game. Not something we usually see from Safire, unless she's playing the circle game with Anita Vaughn there. What a clothesline! Jesus Christ, taking Kaven out of his boots. Block, roundhouse, step up into Guri. Kaven sucking wind now. Need oxygen to power the brain. There's that double springboard European uppercut. Into the cover, hooks the leg. Kaven just out of 2. Kaven looking rocked, a few strikes to the head. And you can see the pain on Kaven's face.
We saw Safire Reed going for that double springboard Euro earlier. She finally was able to hit it. And as we can see, that may be the confidence that she needed. Hitting that has given her the confidence that she needed to probably hit the Shining Wizard.
Blocked by Kaven.
I don't think I've seen it blocked like that. Just full up putting her arm up.
The reverse line, another clothesline. We said Kaven may have a strength advantage, but Safire clearly been putting the reps in the gym.
Something again that Safire's good at is throwing those lariats. You'll see her throw a ripcord lariat in there. You may see it. She may need it. She hits hard. She throws them and she hits hard. Exhibit B.
Kaven using that size advantage to overhand slap across the face Safire Reed, challenging Reed to get up. Takes out the knee. Safire bringing Kaven down. Reverse with that back kick to the jaw. Kaven holds on to the trunks.
That's illegal.
German
suplex from Will Kaven.
That is a Safire Reed go-to move, and there it is.
There it is.
Points out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for Kaven, but a 10 out of 10 for Reed.
But oh no.
Look for a Snapdragon. Reed tries to reverse into the roll through into the cover. Kaven grounds himself to stop himself getting rolled through. Look for the ripcord.
I think Safire's fighting out of it.
But there it is. You called it, Michael. That ripcord lariat deep in the arsenal. Safire Reed, Shining Wizard.
Oh no.
Double
Not finishing
springboard.
it.
Fallout headbutt.
Goodness.
Will inside out after a springboard headbutt. She calls it the fallout. Your winner, Safire Reed, racking up a singles win. Hyperactive, their next match will be the first round of the tag team title tournament, and don't think this won't help with their momentum going into that.
It's a real thing, momentum, and I think that will help them big time going into that tag team tournament. We're hoping that we get a fair and square tournament, but mostly a competitive one, and who knows, Hyperactive may become the first ever Purpose Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Oh, you did it! Another Purpose show and another win! And now what is next for Hyperactive Anita? How about you tell him?
I think it's the tag team tournament because it's got our name written all over it because we show up, whether it's in singles matches, whether it's in tag matches. I think we are going to become the first ever Purpose Tag Team Champions. And we're going to prove that Purpose is Hyperactive!
Safire, you have no idea how long I've been waiting to get back to Purpose Wrestling. And you go out there and you ruin it for me, huh? Nah, that's not gonna fly, you little bitch. You meet me in the ring one-on-one again, and we'll see what happens next time. I owe you the beating of your fucking life.
Thank you for watching Purpose Wrestling. Don't miss any of the great pro wrestling action live in Wimbledon. Join us at the Merton Art Space. All details for tickets in the description below. Make sure you subscribe to the Purpose Wrestling YouTube channel for more great matches. Thank you for watching and see you next time.